Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the world's greatest composers. Using the transition between the classical and romantic eras to his advantage, he composed some of the most timeless pieces ever conceived. Having been compared to the likes of Mozart, Beethoven's music is still enjoyed by people all over the world. For my humanities project, I have decided to present a brief history on the life and music of this astounding man. Beethoven was born on December 16, 1770, in Bonn, Germany. His father and mother, Johann and Maria von Beethoven, had 8 children, but most never survived past adolescence. At a very early age, Johann von Beethoven began to see a natural talent for music in his son Ludwig, and began teaching him what he knew. These lessons were painfully long and harsh. Ludwig was often punished severely if he did not perform perfectly. From the teachings of his father and the many performances Johann would force him to attend, Ludwig honed his musical skills very quickly. Although he was extremely talented, his early life saw little to no recognition for his work. When his father was no longer able to support the family, Ludwig began to take jobs as a court organist. This is how Beethoven found his way to Vienna, where the majority of his most famous works were to be written. Beethoven briefly moved to Vienna in 1787 to study under Mozart, but his mother died soon after, causing him to return home. He remained in Bonn for a few more years, and then, with the intention of studying under the great composer Joseph Haydn, Beethoven moved back to Vienna for good. Beethoven studied under Haydn for only a short time. Soon after ending their apprenticeship, Beethoven met Johann Georg, who taught him how to write his own compositions and music. With this new knowledge, Beethoven used these tools to compose many new works, gaining him fame very quickly. In an odd stroke of irony, as Beethoven began to compose more music, his hearing began to fade. In his mid-20s, he became almost entirely deaf. Although he could no longer listen to music that he created, he still composed many works. In his study, he would cut the legs off of a piano so it would sit on the floor. He could then feel the vibrations off the floor, using this to help him compose his music. He became so absorbed in his work that his personal hygiene and social life all began to suffer. It was at this time, which is now called Beethoven's heroic period, that he produced a large majority of his most recognized pieces, including the one that has been playing during this entire video, his Moonlight Sonata. In all, he created nearly 115 different pieces, all while being almost entirely deaf. Beethoven died on March 26, 1827, at the age of 56. Most believe that a post-hepatic cirrhosis of the liver was the cause of death, but typhus has not been ruled out either. After his death, similar to Mozart, the recognition of his work only grew. It is said that he died during a violent thunderstorm. Exactly at the moment of a flash of lightning, his last words spoken were, "I shall hear in heaven." Beethoven lived an amazing life during an amazing time. His grave, located in Vienna's Central Cemetery, can still be seen today. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.